Hi Aquarius, this is going to be a general reading for your sign between the week of the 5th to the 11th of January. Take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. My readings are also timeless, so if you stumble across one of my readings and it's not in the time frame stated in the title, it means it's for your next 7 days starting from tomorrow. So let's begin. Interesting. So I'm seeing like this stag-like creature, and the best thing I can resemble it to um, is this creature from Princess Mononoke. I don't know if you've probably seen it, so that's why I'm bringing it up. But I'm seeing this creature, and it's called the King of the Forest from that movie, and it's basically responsible for a lot of life that exists within the forest. It's responsible for maintaining the harmony and the balance within the forest. It's like a protector, and it's you. You're this protector. You maintain harmony. You maintain balance within your environment, your community, and within the world in general. And you're like this king of the forest, or whether you're male or female, gender is irrelevant. Oh, sorry, anything in between. But you're showing up here as this king of the forest, and I'm seeing you. And the reason I'm saying it is because it's like a normal stag, but it's got like this long, long, long hair, as I'm seeing, and I see you just like running really fast, like you're speeding off somewhere. You almost look like a Pokemon. But I'm seeing you as like this king of the forest. He's got the same, it's the exact same look, exact same hair color, everything. I think you've become aware of who you are. I'm seeing your face just being very, like, you don't have the same face. Like, your face keeps changing. And not to say that you're changing yourself, but in terms of, like, I'm reading for different people, I'm seeing different people, different Aquariuses. And so you're now in a position, but what I'm seeing is the expression is the same. And it's a knowing, it's a deep knowing. You know who you are now. You finally know who you are. And it's something that you've been working on over the last 6 months, 4 to 6 months. 6 months. You've been working on this, like knowing exactly who you are the last 6 months, like really getting to know yourself, really getting to know who you are deeply. And so now you know who you are, and you're just galloping off towards what you want from life. Like you've not been able to gallop. Gallop is like moving fast towards what you want, really fast. I don't know if you've ridden a horse before. Most people haven't, I guess. But when they gallop, they move very fast. Especially if it's a strong horse, it will move very fast. But when you're galloping, people think it's scary. It's actually really not scary. It's actually quite safe, and you don't feel very like you need to, like when you're on a ride, for example, when you go on a roller coaster, you're like you need to hold on to the bars sometimes. Um, but when you're riding a horse, you don't feel like you need to hold on to the reins as tightly as whatever. Well, I suppose it depends on the rider. Um, but what I mean to say here is that you're not feeling scared to move forwards. You're not feeling scared to move forwards very quickly because you have an understanding of who you are. So wherever distractions try to come in within your life, you're able to identify them as a distraction and continue moving forwards very quickly. You're not stopping for anything that is not in alignment with you. That's not what you want at this time. And what you want is very much in alignment to who you are. You're not doing things from a place of ego, from a place of what's the word, condescendence. You're doing things from a place of duty not just to yourself, but what you believe you're meant to be doing here on this in this incarnation. Like you're meant to be a leader of people, whoever you are. You're meant to lead people. Like you're meant to have a community, not as in a typical leader, as in someone that's at the front and outspoken and all of this. Not that kind of leader. You're meant to be a leader of people where you give people the safe environment to exist kind of like the king of the forest. You should probably get a tattoo if you like tattoos. But this is your energy. You're meant to be someone like the king of the forest that allows creatures to live, beautiful creatures to exist in a space. And the creatures being people. And people showing up as the creatures means that everybody is very unique and very different, but you allow them to exist in that way. You have the strength to allow people to exist in that way by you creating the space around you. It's almost like you're creating a home, and you allow people that are like you into this home, people that you see something into this home that allows them to transform into that version of it's like they want to turn into that version of themselves, but you're able to see who they're trying to become. And you're able to see that this person is trying to become this person, and you're able to provide them a home, provide them with that sort of nurturing, loving energy that they can fully transform into that person that they're trying to, or that creature, I would like to say. Because people transforming into someone they want to be is very shallow, is what I'd like to say. To transform into a creature is much greater, because there's no such thing as a creature. So for everybody, a creature looks different. And I'm seeing you just being surrounded by all these different creatures, and none of them have ill intent, but they're all very different. They all have very unique abilities, very unique ideas, very unique emotions. But they all love you. They all love you, not from a place of ego, from a place of actual love. Like it's real love. Like these people love you for giving them a place that they can call home, a place that they can be free to exist in. But you're the one that creates this space for people. No matter what their sign is, no matter what their gender is, no matter what their color is, no matter what their age is, like you're able to create a space for people that you see something emerging from, like a flower. It's like you're able to see the bud of the person, like you're able to see their soul almost and see what they're trying to become. And you're meant to be a leader in that sort of sense for people. And I feel like this is very strongly, I'm seeing you moving towards this very quickly. Whatever you're doing, you're meant to be creating a community around you where people can exist. And it's not necessarily that you have to be the best at whatever you're doing, whatever this field that you're going into, whatever you're doing. What you need to focus on is creating the best possible home, is what I want to say, the best possible home for people. Or maybe home's not the right word, but space, the best possible space is what I'd like to say. And I'm seeing you feeling like an outlaw, like you're feeling like you've been banished from, society, or you've been banished from the normal, like you're not normal in any way. And that's a compliment. It's not a bad thing. It's great to not be normal, because being normal is like being subjugated. Literally, being normal is being subjugated. Because I don't know, I've probably said this, or you've probably heard me before, but being normal is very subjugated. Like the world is like you either be professional or unprofessional, and being professional is subjugation. Like you act professional, dress professional, think professional, eat professional, look professional. I mean, it's act subjugated, look subjugated, talk subjugated, act, eat subjugated. Like it's just subjugation. And so because you're on the outside, you're able to create the space. I want to rephrase that from home to space, because you're creating a space where a space doesn't exist. To create a home, you create a home on top of something that already exists, but you're doing something much grander than that. You're creating a space within the darkness where there's nothing existing, and then you're creating a space where people can exist in if you understand what I'm saying. And so you're galloping towards this creating this, from doing this. Like you feel very strongly, like you're like a magnet being pulled, is what you feel like. And there's no denying it. Like you know exactly what the hell I'm talking about, and what you're trying to do at this time. Like you feel like there's a massive magnet that is just pulling your whole body. Like, and you're just going off, and you're speeding off here in the darkness. Like you're speeding off, and I don't even see you in the darkness. I see you in a forest, and this forest is like the forest of life. It's like situations. When you're in the forest, you don't know what you're going to encounter, and that's kind of like the world. Like when we're in the world, going about our business day to day, we don't know what we're going to expect to see, what's going to be, if we go down this way, if we go down that way, or even if we go in circles, we don't know if that way loops around, or it's kind of like that. But you're galloping towards this space, basically creating this space, and this is your purpose. You're very in tune with following your destiny, your karma, like what you're meant to be doing with yourself here, your dharma. And this is not something where you're abandoning everything that you're currently working on or doing. This is something that you're changing. You've shifted your focus from that way of being of like the old you, or I'd like to say the old you that you no longer recognize, and the old you that you've moved away from already, but you're still doing things that you have to do because the old you signed up for those things or agreed to do those things. So you're continuing to do those things until they end, basically. And once they're finished, you're not going to continue living in the old ways because you don't recognize that person anymore. And people don't know that you're a different person anyway, but you know it inside of you. And so the time that you have now, free time or spare time, or you're making time for this thing that you're galloping towards, like you feel very strongly connected and pulled towards in this direction. And it's going to make you very happy doing this. It's going to make you feel very fulfilled. And so this is what your focus is on, and this is what you're moving towards. The King of the Forest doesn't want to be seen by everybody. In the movie Princess Mononoke, you should watch it if you want to watch it. It's a good movie. But in the movie Princess Mononoke, I feel like it would be quite relevant to you, to be honest with you, because it's a story about machinery and weaponry against life, quite literally. And so you're moving away from like people don't know you've changed. Like the King of the Forest doesn't allow himself to be seen by everybody. He only allows people that he sees something in to see him, basically. Again, gender's irrelevant. So it's like people are not able to see your energy anymore. People are not able to feed off your energy. People are not able to benefit from your energy in any kind of way. And you've noticed this, actually. You've noticed that people are noticing that they can't benefit off of you anymore the way they used to. And this could be some of the same people that were feeding off of you before, and it's made your life a lot more simple as you've been, your energy is now within you. You're not giving your energy away to anyone or anything. And so you have noticed this, and so you're not allowing, moving forward, people to see you, that you don't see something inside, that you don't see the potential of a creature being formed. And a creature, again, is not a bad thing. It's not a horrific thing. It's actually a very beautiful thing. I feel like just in general, like we're all humans, we're all different creatures, and in some way or another, all of us very unique, all of us very different. I mean, I know a little bit about astrology, and it's just like, in astrology as well, we're not fixed signs, like, like how everyone thinks, oh yeah, I'm this sign and I'm that sign and I'm this sign. It's not like that at all. We're all very different. We've got different aspects. We all pretty much have one of the 12, not one of the 12, but most of the 12 zodiacs within our own charts. So it's like, we're all very unique and different. We have similar traits to other people, similar things, but we're very different at the same time because of different placements. We all have all these houses in astrology, which is basically all the houses that govern different parts, facets of our lives. So we're not actually a fixed zodiac sign. So when people say, oh, I'm this sign, I don't like this sign, I don't like that sign, we're actually all mixed up. That's quite funny. So in a way, I see us all as very different creatures. Like, some creatures can swim, some creatures can fly, but they all look very different. They all got very different ways on behaving, different ways of existing. The way they breathe oxygen, and even if they breathe oxygen, and what they breathe, they could be breathing out. There's all kinds of different stuff going on here. It's a good thing. So this is what you're galloping towards. Like, this way is going to be very easy for you. That's why I see you galloping, because it's going to be made very easy for you by the universe to go in this direction and to make things happen. It's going to feel very, very easy, almost too easy is what I'm hearing. It's going to feel way too easy. like you going in this direction. It's because the universe is fully supporting you, like fully supporting you to go in this direction and make things happen. You're gonna see quick results, quick changes, quick upgrades within your happiness, within your fulfillment for life. Like you're gonna feel very alive and very good, compared to the choices that you've made in the past, because they've not come from a place that's authentically you. That's come from a place that is wasn't the true you, basically. And so now that you're connected to the true you, you're moving towards a place of happiness, and the universe is fully supporting you, because this is actually your life's purpose. It's connected to your life's purpose. You're meant to set the community and then do something with that community, or inspire someone from within the community to do something even greater. Interesting. So I'm hearing the word believe. Believe in. I'm seeing believe in people. Believe in people. Believe in what you see. Like I'm seeing you looking around as the king of the forest, and you're looking around in the darkness. Believe what you're seeing, because you're gonna see the way I'm seeing it. I'm looking at it from your eyes. You're looking around. I'm seeing like you've got these great antlers, these great horns, and you're looking around in and they're not antlers. What are they? They're like the king of the forest. He's got the same thing, yeah, and you're looking around in the darkness, and you're starting to see flames inside, like in the darkness, and you're starting to see flames. And you're seeing flames of this person is a creature, that person is a creature that you need to bring together with you. Like you're gonna start to see them as you keep moving forwards, and you keep moving forwards. They're gonna start to make themselves very not known, but you're gonna start to see them more clearly. The more you move towards your purpose, the more you move towards creating this space, the more you're gonna start to see flames. So things are gonna happen very quick here. So let's jump into your reading and see what else is going on. Oh, sorry, there's one more message that wants to come out for you. The door is being unlocked here. The more you move, they want me to your spirit guides want me to clarify. The more you move towards your purpose here, the more the door is going to be the more you're closer you're going to get to the door. And once you get to the door, it's going to unlock almost instantly. But you're going to have to keep moving forwards, and as you get, as you go on the other side of this door, in the spiritual, in the physical, in the emotional. What is this door? Belief in what you believe. Believe in what you're seeing. Believe in what you're seeing. Not just within yourself. Well, this is specifically with the world, the way you see the world. Believe in what you're seeing. Don't doubt what you're seeing. Believe it. It's going to be very important for you to get through to that door, because as you keep moving forward, you're going to notice the door is going to be surrounded by like these golden butterflies that are flying around, and it's a white door is what I'm seeing, with a golden handle. It's a bronze handle, sorry, it's not a golden handle, it's a bronze handle, and it's a bronze kind of type of bronze, it's aged bronze. It's like an aged bronze handle, and the door in itself is surrounded by like these golden butterflies, and it's like the outline inside of the door frame, on the outside of the door, is like this golden kind of light aura going around it. And so by you opening this door, like if you were to look on the other side of it, you wouldn't see anything. Like if you get to the door and you don't open the door and you try to look behind what's the door, like you're not going to see it. Like the door in itself is a portal that you're going to be entering, that's going to become accessible to you, but you're not able to see the door at this time. Like the only thing you know to do, and the way that you're being called, the way that you're being pulled as a magnet, is to keep moving forwards. But as you keep moving forwards, you're going to eventually see the door from the distance, and you're going to get really close to it very quickly. Like you're going to see a glimmer of light, and before you know it, it's going to be a full door, because you're moving very fast. So it's going to be like that, but it's not going to grow. It's going to be poop straight away, like pops right up in front of you. And as you open the door and you step over, that's when you see these flames. And these people are not going to be in your vicinity. These are people that are in the spiritual near you. And what that means is, in your physical reality, they could be in the same city, or online, you'll be able to reach them, contact them in some kind of way, but you're going to see the flames in the spiritual, like this person is meant to be a part of my community. And so that's what you're going to be doing. But you need to believe in what you're seeing and believe in what you're seeing. Believe is coming, just the word believe. All right, let's jump into your reading. Very interesting channel. Very interesting reading. So, your current situation is you are having a lot of self-belief within yourself, of course. Noticing the progress you've made here in the Three of Wands. He goes off on this big grand journey of trying to figure out how to create wands and how to create wands that are imbued with magic. And so he believes very strongly this is his purpose. So he travels far and wide and he tries to figure out, how to make this a reality, how he can learn the skill. So he's not afraid of traveling for land and sea or going to far off places. And he does so and he learns. And this is the point in the Three of Wands where he has mastered basically himself. And in regards to this situation, the one is you connecting to your spirituality. So you're now officially at this point where you've mastered completely yourself from a spiritual standpoint of you integrating yourself within your spiritual body, or should I say your spiritual body integrating itself within you allowing yourself to purge yourself of beliefs, thinking patterns, subconscious beliefs, shadow self beliefs about who you are and your identity, things that you were programmed to be, things that you were influenced to be, or told to be. You've been purging all those things and now you've connected to your true identity. Down here, he's at the edge of a place where he's always been, where it's half dead, half alive. In front of him is this land, the sea or desert of gold. In front of him is just basically the land of gold, I guess, in front of him, and he's about to take a step into this very abundant place. And this is in regards to your purpose. So you've been coming into balance, coming into peace with yourself, making peace with yourself about what you're doing in your life, what you're going through in your life, and you've been moderating your energy, trying to transmute your energies, and you have been successfully transmuting your energy from a place of negativity to a positivity, trying to use your intuition in every situation that you've been going through, trying to make decisions from the heart, and it's been working out for you. You've been, this is the progress that you've made in regards to connecting to your path, basically connecting to your purpose. And so you're going now where the sun is rising for you, and you're able to expand what you already know, expand on life, the way you see life and the way you view life, and you're planning to, and you have been traveling within, and so this travel is now starting to come out in regards to you traveling in towards your purpose, towards where the sun is rising for you, which is your happiness. And so this is what's happening for you here, and both of these are golden. So it's like, it's very happy time coming in for you here moving forwards, but at this time you're having to be resilient, keep the inner strength, and be have the inner strength and be calm and strong no matter what challenges appear before you on your path. Here in the strength card, the fool climbs up this cliff. As he gets to the top of the cliff, there's a lion, and the sun's already bearing down, and it's a hot day. He's very tired. He gets to the top. He looks around. He's like, what can I do? What can I do? He doesn't have any weapons. He can't outrun the lion because the lion's too quick. He'll play with him until he's dead. So he starts to pray, and as he prays, this flower maiden, she appears from behind the lion, and she calms the lion down by putting her hands on the lion's head. And the fool tries to ask her, how the hell did she manage to subjugate the lion? And she shushes him. And she shushes him because, she explains that, there's other ways of using strength. And in this case, it's not as a matter of subjugating physically, but using inner strength. She says to him, because I'm calm and strong, the lion sensed I was calm and strong, so the lion became also calm and strong. So the lesson here is to be determined no matter what is coming before you in your life, to be determined to keep moving on your path. So had the fool been calm and strong, the lion would have also become calm and strong, but the fool became fearful and anxious. The lion became fearful and anxious and decided to eat him. So if the lady wasn't there, he would have been dead. Is the moral of the story. So here in this situation, this is what you're doing. You're being determined to move on no matter what is appearing up in your life. You're being calm and strong to try to traverse through life, to traverse through situations, no matter what kind of obstacles. And this could be very serious kind of situations that are happening in your life at this time, that are appearing before you. And in this case, it's making you feel like life and death. In a similar situation as the lion. So the lion appears and is giving it's just him and the fool basically, and the fool can't protect himself from it. So it's like you're still being determined no matter what appears before you to keep moving forwards, because this is your purpose. This is what you need to do. This is where you're being called. And it's like, again, you're like a magnet being pulled very strongly is what you feel like. So this is what's going on right now for you. This is your current situation. Your theme for the week is the Two of Pentacles. So your theme for the week is basically saying that during this week you're finding balance, you're finding harmony. You're finding your footing here during this week. Here on the Two of Pentacles, he starts off with one pentacle, and he's able to manifest another pentacle out of thin air. And he teaches, the three sisters that, basically carry on the story, that there's many possibilities. There's infinite possibilities to life, that there's infinite things that can happen and infinite ways that things can evolve. And it's like experiences that you've never had before, things that you've never experienced, things that you've never seen before. And so this is what is going on this week. It's like you're experiencing things that you've never experienced and seeing things that you've never seen before in life in general. And so like in the Two of Pentacles, you're manifesting another pentacle out of the thin air, and the pentacle in this situation is some sort of opportunity that's going to make you feel very abundant, that's going to make you feel very enthusiastic, and it's something that you're manifesting here during this week. You're manifesting another pentacle for yourself, which is an opportunity. And so you're finding your balance, you're finding harmony, and this is also a new industry that you're going into, is what I feel like very strongly. Something that you're creating. Again, things around you could be very turbulent, but like I said in the channel, you're creating this space from nothing. So stepping into the week between Monday and Wednesday, you've been following your heart in regards to love, in regards to romance, and you're in this situation where you're following your heart, and you're continuing to do so. Like, you've been following your heart, being very romantic, you've been charming, very charming, and you've charmed situations into your life, and you're continuing to do so. You're manifesting things from a place of love within your life here, and you're enjoying love at this time with someone that you're already with, is what I'm getting here. Like, it's not someone new, this is someone you're already with. You're enjoying this love, quite literally. You can't see it here, but they're two different colors and they make up this heart. There's two different dolphins. So you're both very emotionally intelligent, and you're very cohesive with one another. You work very well with one another. I'm seeing that you might have had a Kundalini awakening. but you've awakened to some degree, and you're coming into a place of unity, harmony, balance. This is your soul lover that you're with, and so you're feeling really good at this time, receiving love, and this is causing, and this has been clarified by the Nine of Pentacles. So you just being in this energy is causing this, material gain. You're enjoying luxury, you're enjoying pleasure, you're enjoying abundance and independence, with you and your lover, basically, against the way you were living before. This is just good things coming in for you here, between Monday and Wednesday, because you're in this energy of love. You're feeling loved, so the universe is giving you more situations where you get to experience even more love, and this is showing up as material gain. This is showing up as pleasure. This is showing up as luxury, like you being able to enjoy the luxuries of life. So jumping into Wednesday to Friday, we have the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands here, it's quite interesting to me because I see these two because kind of headbutting each other, like they're colliding with one another. And this is an interesting thing because the Knight of Wands here is very adventurous, and he's very confident to live life adventurously. And the Knight of Cups is somebody that is following his heart, looking for love. And so by you following your heart and being in this energy of love, you're colliding with this energy of you being adventurous and being confident that your life is like an adventure and becoming one, which is very interesting to me. But it's like this collision that's happening, that's allowing you to move forward, to continue on your life in a much more grander way than you have previously, because you're noticing that you are manifesting, obviously, material gain in some kind of way, because you're in this energy of love. It's enhancing your view of life, of like, yes, my life is like an adventure. I can be confident that I can be on this adventure. And so you're very passionate, taking inspired action towards whatever you want to manifest. And this has been clarified by the Four of Wands, which means this is a homecoming of celebration, of a community togetherness with you and your lover, and just within your own life in general. This is a homecoming within your own life, within your community, which is basically you and your lover, is what I'd like to say here in terms of community. But this is like you're coming together, and celebrating with, and saying, you know what, let's keep moving forward, because life is an adventure, and let's live an adventure and be confident about it, be very passionate. And so this has been clarified by the Three of Wands, which means, again, you're believing in your progress, seeing your progress that you've made, having the self-belief, saying, do you know what, let's expand more, let's travel more, within life, and be more adventurous. And again, this is like I was saying, it's like these two energies are clashing here. It's like this one's clashing into this one, this Monday to Wednesday energy is clashing into this Wednesday to Friday one, and they're combining. So it's giving you this sort of even more energy to say that yes, life is amazing, and let me continue living this way, because I'm able to celebrate. I'm able to celebrate life. I'm able to have a great life and feel very good about myself. In the Four of Wands, is the story of the one maker, and he comes home after his learning. So he comes home from he has a homecoming prepared for him, but he doesn't know how they found out that he was coming home, like his family and his community. And they go, well, someone told us, from a neighboring village that they saw your boat, blah blah blah, off the distance. So we prepared everything. So when he gets there, it's like everything's prepared for him. Like he doesn't tell anyone. He's done with his studies, and he's learned how to create these wands. But they have a massive homecoming ready for him, and this is what's happening here for you as these energies are clashing. This love, as you clash this love energy of love, you following your heart's clashing into this energy of adventure, is giving you this sort of homecoming. This is what it is, of you saying yes, life is amazing, and I can keep moving forwards. In regards to everything in life in general, like I don't have to hold myself back from and settle down somewhere for a bit and accumulate myself, because you're understanding here that you're very physically protected in the spiritual from harm. I'm seeing a very powerful deity watching over you, god or goddess, For some of you, it's a god. Some of you, it's a bit of both, actually. Gods and goddesses watching over you. So you're very protected from harm, physical harm. And you have noticed this, that physically you managed to get away with situations, in situations where you should have been injured or hospitalized or something like that. Like, you've been protected from harm in the past. And so this is this energy here between Wednesday and Friday. Between Friday and Sunday, you're in this energy of the Four of Cups. So you're feeling apathetic, feeling bored, feeling dissatisfied. You're just contemplating things in general, and this has been clarified by the moon. So you're kind of looking at situations in your life, and you're connecting to your intuition and bringing illumination into the situations in your life, and saying, is this situation an illusion, or am I just daydreaming? Like, are things like working out, or if things moving forwards for me, or am I stuck in a loop, or am I stuck doing the old things? And this is what you're dissatisfied about. It's like you're apathetic towards what you're going through. You're on your path going towards where the sun is rising for you, but it's just like these things are now being illuminated to you, of where you've been in an illusion, where you've been daydreaming. Like, all of the illusions are breaking. You're breaking free of all of them, is what I like to say. Like, you're gaining clarity here, and this has been clarified by the Knight of Wands. So it's basically you're gaining clarity that, yes, I have been putting myself in positions where I felt like I was stuck, but I wasn't actually stuck. It was just an illusion. You're saying to yourself, again, my life is an adventure. I can choose to be, like, you're choosing to be very confident that your life is an adventure, and you've been confident to pursue this adventure, feeling very passionate, taking inspired action towards your manifestations, or just in general. And you're here, as these things, these illusions are becoming illuminated, you're feeling courageous to move forward. You're feeling this inner strength. You're tapping into this inner strength to continue moving forwards, and saying, I'm not going to allow things to stop me and hinder me like they've done in the past, where I've made myself feel trapped. And this is what you're dissatisfied with and apathetic towards. It's kind of like yourself, like where you've put yourself in situations that you didn't need to put yourself in that situation, because the reason you did it was because you felt trapped, or you felt you felt like, not trapped, but you felt like it. You were trapped by you were trapped by an illusion. So you're recognizing it because you're illuminating it, and you're like, wow, it's just. And so illumination is coming because you're very connected to your intuition at this time. Yeah, your intuition is literally getting stronger and stronger. I think by every week that keeps going by, you're connecting more and more deeply to yourself here, and you're continuing to do so. And it's very good that you should definitely do it, because it allows you to live life in a much higher frequency, a much higher timeline, should I say, and it allows you to be more happier from the decisions you make in life, by you connecting to your intuition, and so this is what's happening here. It's like you're recognizing where you've sold yourself short, by making decisions that you maybe were in fear of, is what I'm getting, of like fear of the worst happening to you, but the worst wasn't ever going to happen to you. But you just didn't have that trust in you that things would work out for you. But you had to go through it and learn that yes, you can trust in your spiritual guides. Yes, you can trust in the gods and goddesses that watch over you. Yes, you can trust in the universe. So this is what it was all about. And so you're removing yourself from, just going in those directions of being trapped by illusions, moving forwards, and you're moving forwards very quickly, is like what I like to say here, in regards to living more adventurously and being more passionate and being confident that yes, you can live in that way. So let's pull out your challenge for the week. The challenge is going to be something that's affecting you and trying to bring you down, or things that are trying to bring you down in some way or another. The challenge wants to keep you stuck in your current reality. It doesn't want you to evolve. The challenge is basically there as a blockage. And so when a challenge does come into your reality, and it can come in the form of physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, one way or another, it will show up. But when it does, the best thing to do is to ignore it, and that's how you kill it off. Do not give it your energy or your attention, and that's how it will die. That was very dramatic. So your challenge for this week So your challenge for this week is very interesting. Your challenge for this week is victory. So you want to be victorious, you want to be successful, you want to be enthusiastic about your success, you want to feel like you're making progress. But this is something that you need to take a rest from, of trying to push yourself to be victorious, trying to push yourself to be abundant, trying to push yourself to be victorious and successful. You need to rest from the strife. This is you putting yourself in strife, you putting yourself in conflict within yourself, putting yourself in a state of fatigue. This is where you've come to, because you're constantly trying to push and see victory, constantly trying to push and see success. Like, you're so focused on success and victory that you're actually draining your own energy by thinking like that. You need to shift your focus from victory and success to actually just living, and that's when you find victory and success, by not focusing on victory and success but focusing on living life in itself. And so you're fatigued at this time and you need to recuperate, because it's draining a lot of your energy by being like this, and it's slowing you down a lot. It's slowing you down within your spirit, your energy, like quite literally. Spiritually, you don't have a lot of energy to manifest situations as a result of you constantly trying to be abundant, victorious in terms of abundance, and successful in terms of abundance. And so you need to rest from this and shift your focus from trying to be constantly victorious. And what is this in regards to? Money, wealth, quite literally wealth. Like, you want to be in a position where you're very successful financially, like you want wealth, and you're pushing yourself ridiculously hard to be that person, and it's draining you actually, and it's making you very fatigued and tired, and it's slowing your energy completely down from the universe coming in. You're not giving any space for the universe to come in here and help you move forwards and help you live in a way where you feel very fulfilled from life in general. So let's pull you an outcome to see what your outcome is given all of this energy. Interesting. So your outcome here is you're going to be gaining a lot of clarity in terms of your mental clarity. You're gonna, within your mind, you're going to be gaining a lot of clarity here about your ideas, where you're going, what you need to do, who you need to be. You're going to be communicating effectively with people around you, things that you need to do, things that you want, things that you don't want, being very expressive, self-expressive in whatever way that works for you, whatever way that you need to do it, within your own mind, within your own ideas as well, about what you need to do moving forwards. I see you're someone very analytical. You like to organize yourself very meticulously. It's a good thing. Like, you like to organize yourself so that you know what you're doing, and so you like to prepare, not to overly plan like you've been in the past, very obsessive over plans. Like, you want to have everything down to a T. We're no longer doing that. You're planning for the short term rather than the long term. Like, you have a goal for the long term, but you're not trying to make every detail very fine. Like, if things work out better than you expect, then you're planning accordingly. If things don't work out as you expect or nowhere near, then you're planning things accordingly. And so you're gaining a lot of clarity here about what you need to do next, as you're very connected to your intuition, and you're having a completion here, completion of a cycle. And this isn't a cycle of where you feel lonely, where you feel isolated, where you feel worried and feeling that grief. Five of Cups energy is she loses her father, and she has a very close connection with her father. They're each other's best friends. She talks to her father every day. They joke around, and he passes away, and she literally has no one to speak to. And so she feels this great loss, and she cries, and she's feeling all alone because she doesn't have this connection. And so this is this connection that's basically you're completing here. You're having a forced change as a result of you having this kind of loss in pleasure, because you've been overly working towards something that you wanted a feeling, you wanted to experience this feeling of feeling like happy, feeling connected, feeling like you did when you were young. Like this is what you've been chasing, this feeling that you had when you were young. This is why you've been chasing finances so hard, but it's caused a loss in pleasure by you chasing after this thing, but you're having this completion in regards to this, and this is causing a forced change within your life, of like this upheaval of this way of being within your physical reality. Your physical reality is shifting here, and this is gonna strengthen your spiritual connection to your own spirituality. You're going to be making your psychic gifts here stronger, really manifesting what you desire into reality here. And again, you're going to become very successful as a result of this shift. You're going to feel very successful, very motivated, focused. It's like you're going to be driven on a mission, realizing that all your dreams are coming true. And you're very content and fulfilled with the way things are turning out, because they're turning out much better than you could have imagined. You're feeling very abundant, like the way that the universe has been showing up for you, and changing your life around because you've been changing as well. It feels very magical. It feels very like you weren't expecting it. You're like, where has this come from? I would have never expected myself. You're like, if I look back from last year and I said to myself this time last year, that this year, by the end of this year, I'm gonna be like this, I would have laughed at myself. But you're like, I can't believe things have worked out like this, and things are working out like this. It's like all my dreams are coming true. You're feeling very successful, feeling very fulfilled, very abundant. Let's pull out one more. Yep, you're beginning whatever this is. You're starting to build whatever this is. I feel like the foundation is already set. Like you're just building on top of that. And this is an industry again that you've never entered before as a professional. Oh, sorry. Let's not use that word. It means subjugation. But you're entering this field as someone that is earning money, or someone that is taking this thing seriously. Whatever this industry is, you're now taking it seriously, and so you're finding harmony as a result. You might be working with other people to make this happen, collaborating with other people to make this happen. It's like you're telling people your ideas and your plans, that people that can help you get into that position that you are galloping towards, is what I'd like to say. So I'm going to leave your reading here. If you did like the reading, leave me a like, comment, subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, my website is down in the description. Other than that, have a fantastic week, and I shall see you soon.